Hi guys, how you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks. How are you?
Aye, not bad, yeah. I just kind of want to talk about the whole ticket cancellation and non-cancellation thing. I was booked to go to France and then it get cancelled, and obviously you get non-refundable flights and things. So I think I'm obviously not alone. But then I've now been on again and we're trying to book again, so I'll probably end up missing out. I'm at 200, 300 quid in a couple weeks just before Christmas. Obviously, it's not great. So I think something needs to be done, whether it's the French government or Lyon or Rangers or someone, I think needs to take fans in consideration about reimbursing flights and accommodation, things like that.
So you've lost 200 or 300 quid already. You're not getting that back, Scott?
No, that's like flights that were cancelled as well as booking again. So that kind of, I'll add up. That's about 200, 300 quid. And I don't work a lot, and I'm still a student at uni, so that's a lot of money, basically.
It's a sore one, Craig, isn't it?
No, really. And as Scott touched on, this time of year, to be losing money at any time of year is not great. It's been a really poorly handled situation. Unfortunately for Rangers, there wasn't a great deal that they can do. But Scott, I'm sure they'll be doing their utmost to try and make sure that they can look after people like yourself and a lot of other people that have obviously made that investment to look to try and get out there and support the football club. Where that's going to come from, Rob, at this moment in time, we don't know. But hopefully, there can be some form of compensation, something that can be arranged so that the supporters certainly don't miss out and more importantly, are not out of pocket.
Yeah, I mean, you were talking about this, Craig, right at the top of the show. Who takes responsibility?
Well, I suppose the question to Scott is, Scott, were you on a chartered flight or were you on a scheduled flight? Because you'd imagine the scheduled flight would still be going if it was going somewhere in France. Or were you on a chartered flight that the club had organised?
It was a chartered thing organised by Rangers that's now been cancelled.
So,
and I don't think there's a lot of, I think I got an email saying they're trying to refund, but obviously they don't know because it's them who would have booked with the travel companies and things like that.
You'd like to think whoever booked the charter, there would be some sort of insurance for if something went
this time.
Particularly at this time, within COVID times, you'd imagine there'd be some sort of way that the fans who have got with the charter, because if you book with EasyJet or you book with Ryanair to go to Germany and get a train down or a bus down or whatever it may be, you'd like to think that would still be going ahead.
That would still be in place. So Scott, was that the 9 o'clock flight on Wednesday morning?
Yeah, it was a Thursday morning.
Oh, was it Thursday morning? Okay. Yeah.
Just for the day trip thing.
Yeah, well, I think, again, with that kind of thing, Craig, as you touch on, if it's a chartered flight and there's been obviously involvement with Rangers that have obviously facilitated that, then you would like to think that they'll come up with a solution where they can refund people that have made that investment. I don't know about the insurances and all that sort of stuff, but you're right, at this crazy moment in time, the life that we're leading, we know that changes can happen at the blink of an eyelid. So hopefully that's all in place, mate, and not an ideal situation because it would have been fantastic to get out there and support your team.
It's a ridiculous situation as well because it's all about resourcing, police resourcing in Lyon on that particular night because there's a festival ongoing.
Festival of Light it's called.
Yeah, Festival of Light.
Which is what I said earlier.
Yeah.
It's an annual event.
Yeah.
So they knew as soon as the draw was made, that game is the same time as our annual event that night or that week, whatever it may be. We may have problems. We need to flag this up ASAP to make sure that if Rangers, because if they know anything about Rangers or anything about Celtic and teams that travel, certainly Scottish teams that travel abroad in Europe, they travel in big numbers because they want to go and get away and enjoy themselves and they want to watch their team progress. And so they should have known that immediately, or that should have been flagged up somewhere rather than a week before the decision being changed twice to upset people, losing money, costs and going that way. So, that's something that, if it is that way, then surely that has to be reimbursed by the French government or somebody who's said, no, you can't go, cancel. Yeah, you can go. There has to be some way that Rangers can contact UEFA to deal with, that's Lyon or the French government, whatever it may be, because that can't be right that fans just lose money.
Tell Alexa to launch Go Radio or listen on the Go Radio app.